All right, so I came across this video where the panelists, who I might note are quite low IQ, are discussing a topic that for some reason is still a very contentious topic in America, and that is of interracial relationships. In particular, this subject is about basketball players, Oklahoma City Thunder, and about how every single player, or at least the majority of the players on there who are black, big surprise, coming out, you know, all happy and jolly, they're champions or whatever the case may be, and they're coming out with white women. And the reason that I'm discussing this is because there are some things that are said that are quite incorrect and low IQ, par for the course. We are dealing with individuals whose ancestors came over to America on ships.
I think it's a numbers game.
What do you mean?
It's more of them that people want than the other.
So you think that white women are the greater demographic?
I don't think I just think there's more. It's easier to find like a chill ass white girl than a chill ass black girl.
Oh no, I disagree.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so we see that Quentin, with the hat on backwards in the lower corner, is talking about numbers in this scenario, which is very true. There are the colleges that these basketball players go to, these black basketball players go to, there are a significant amount of white women compared to black women in this case. So just on pure numbers, just on pure 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2 percentages, things like that, he is 100% correct. He furthers his point by saying that he believes that it is easier for these black athletes to find a white woman who is chill as opposed to a black girl who is chill. And I believe him from personal experience, just going through life, interacting with black women, interacting with white women. We can throw in others as well, but that's not what we're talking about now. Quinn is 100% correct, but of course, the short, bald black man, the old black man has to come to the defense of black women, despite the fact that we know that these monsters are not chill and they're not cool and they're loud and they're pugnacious and they're problem causers, as we can see all on your fucking Instagram timeline, all throughout X. And as far as the number game goes, for me personally, I'm a more right-leaning person, as you can probably tell. And just percentages wise, there are damn near zero, very close to zero black women who have a similar ideology to me. And even if it is the case that there are white women who vote liberal, as we know, they're kind of the crux as to why we have a lot of the social problems that we have to, especially that we have now, especially as it pertains to gender dynamics and men being in women's sports and all that shit. I don't care. Let the niggas beat you up, whatever you voted for it. But it is a higher likelihood that even if she's young and fucking stupid and a dummy and she went to college, that there's a higher likelihood of me finding a girl who is white who is a conservative, and even if she's not, her parents are conservative. So if she likes me enough, she'll still fall under that ilk, under that teaching, which is a higher percentage chance with white women than there are with black monsters.
But I mean, I guess the question isn't whether or not it bothers us or not. I guess the bigger question is, why are they? To kind of speak to what Quentin was saying, why is it that all? And I just
it's a personal thing. It's per life, because just like in my normal day life, like white women treat me better than black women.
As Quentin points out, as I stated earlier, yeah, that you'll find just in general in life, most people are pretty cool. But as far as percentages go, I'm pretty sure you can talk about this personally in your experience. I can talk about this personally in my experience. And I know that some people who think that they're pseudo-intellectuals will probably say anecdote is not evidence. Nigga, shut up, and you're gay. And yes, it is, because what is evidence? It's just a data packet of anecdotes. I've had rude experiences from white women. Obviously, I worked in I guess you could say, a customer service type position before, But that one experience, as opposed to this tome, this fucking bibliography of experience that I've had with black women, young, old, it doesn't matter. It outweighs that one or two experiences that I've had with white women. Not saying that that's not the case, nigga. I'm in Texas. It's a lot of ratchet white bitches here. I understand that. But we're talking about percentages.
I think that white women are pedestalized as a status symbol. And we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to admit it because we want to just say that it's preference. But the reality is that I think that they are looked at as a status symbol. Um, and that's one of the reasons why guys with resources tend to go for them. I don't think it got shit to do with attitude. I don't think it has anything to do with any of that. And the reason that I say that is because that would mean that black women are a monolith, right? That would mean that white women are a monolith. Because if you're telling me that there's no white women as mouthy, I'm telling you a lie. If you're telling me that it's no black women that know how to be quiet, I'll tell you that you a lie because I got one. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, here comes the old black man, typical of old black men, to come to the rescue of the black queen of the mother goddess of the earth and all this gay shit. Firstly, he said something which is two things which they're not cohesive. They don't make sense with each other. These black men, these particular NBA players, view these white women as a status symbol, which makes zero sense, especially when you take into account of what they are. Multi-millionaires. What status does a regular woman bring, regardless of her race, just a regular chick, bring to a multimillionaire? As far as like not having like outside of what status does a woman bring with her race to a multimillionaire? This is America. This is not Brazil. This is not East Asia. This is not a backward shithole third world country. This is America. Your race, especially as it pertains to just being what you are, does nothing for the status of a multimillionaire NBA player. Also, with the claim of white women and black women being a monolith, they are. If we're looking at percentages, if we're looking at outcomes, they are. As I stated earlier, in my case, because I'm a right-leaning individual, far right to be exact, shout out to Alex Jones, shout out to Nick Fuentes, it is extremely more difficult for a person in my position who's an American black male to find an American black woman who shares similar values. The higher likelihood that you're going to find a woman who believes in the same things you believe as a far right leaning individual, young black man, Nick Fuentes, you'll more than likely find that amongst white American women than you are amongst black women. He says that black men are saying that there are no white women who aren't ratchet and ghetto and loud and have that, what's that bitch name from Dr. Phil? You know who it is. Yeah, it's plenty of those. And to also say that there are no chill, cool black girls. Yeah, there are some of those as well. But we're talking about percentages here. It is a numbers game. You're more than likely not going to find what you want with a black woman if you are, looking for someone to settle down with, have a family, a more conservative lifestyle.
let's be clear. I'm not saying this to say that people should or shouldn't. I've always on the idea that you should go with whatever it is that that you feel comfortable with. But what I am also saying is I don't believe even for 1 second that people don't look at that as a status symbol. 100%.
Oh, you can like whoever you want, and I don't care if you're a black guy who likes white women or likes Asian women or likes foreign women or whatever the case may be. But if you do, it's because you have self-hatred and you hate black women. Who have we heard this talking point from? Oh, black women, of course. We have to defend more race over fucking rationality and logic and reason. That is not what the discussion is. And that is not what the discussion is about. And anybody who's having a discussion from that point of view is a racist and hates themselves. Because in no way, nowhere in my mind am I thinking that a white woman, I should I should reproduce with a white woman or have a family with a white woman because her race is superior to mine or her skin tone is superior. That's not what the discussion is about.
So I'll go even further, and because well, I ain't gonna say I understand, but I see what really be going on, man. Like for real, they trying to push a narrative, like Anton said. Also, that narrative could lead into something more deeper and darker, eugenics. So you're trying to create when you're trying to create a certain group and you're trying to create an elite group, you can use athletes to help do that, to help push that agenda, to help with that, because these are the most peak human, um, I guess you could say, people that there are. You're not going to find anybody stronger, faster than most athletes. This is peak human. So this is part of that process.
And here we have a very low IQ black, which is fuck. It's very frustrating to try to have a legitimate intellectual conversation with historical context and all these different things coming to your mind, with all these different things that exist in reality, facts, with a person who is so rooted in falsehood, who believes in dumb things. This dumb nigga here tries to make the case that the reason why these NBA stars, these black NBA athletes, are getting with these white women is because of eugenics. So let's try to logically parse this out. Eugenics, a large proponent of which was Margaret Sanger, who was an abortionist, who set up her facilities in poor black neighborhoods or poor, less desirable neighborhoods so that the people that she didn't like, blacks and poor people, wouldn't reproduce so that the superior race, in her opinion, white people could reproduce. So his thread with this is that these racist white owners of these teams, or Jewish owners, I don't know exactly, I don't care about sports, they're gay, want these black men with more dominant gene expressions to mate with white women so that they can propagate more people who look less white.
I think that people a lot of times, it's funny because I see guys in the chat a lot of times, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still say what I say, but they'll use any excuse, right? So they'll say, for example, it's funny because if we're talking about a different subject, then people will use a narrative and say something like um, weight or looks, right? Let's take looks. Man, look, bro, I think that anybody could have their preference, but for me, you can't tell me that black women are not better naturally shaped than any other women.
Anton believes that he is slick here because he brought two subjects up. He brought two subjects up when it comes to arguments that are being made as to why black men would prefer white women over black men. He brought up weight, and he brought up aesthetics, body shape. But then he realized, oh shit, black women are, percentage-wise, are more of American women are fat in general, but black women are fatter than white bodies. Then he tries to go to the dumb old black man argument that we've all heard from our mothers and our sisters and all your fucking gay aunties and all them niggas. Black women have better bodies than all other races of women. Well, false. Bro, tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid. Tell me that you have a high degree of racial allegiance without telling me you do. That's a lie. Quite evidently so. Here are these images. Here's a white woman. Here's a Asian woman. Let's say Thai. Here's a Chinese woman. Here's a Colombian woman. Here's a Brazilian woman. Here's an Eastern European woman. What are you bodies? Bro, black women aren't special when it comes to aesthetics. We can find aesthetics amongst aesthetically pleasing women amongst all racial groups and ethnicities of women, except for bitches that live in Machu Picchu. Y'all are some ugly motherfuckers. Oh, and Aborigine women. Y'all are ugly too. You see how quickly he got off that weight shit, but went to bodies, which is untrue. Again, another old black wives' tale. How I would describe that.
If you want something, you can go and get it. If you're telling me that all of one thing is the same way, I'll tell you that you're a lie. You can literally go and get and find anything that you want, and people do it every single day. So if you're going to use the excuse and say, "Oh no, all black women is," I just don't believe it, because I don't think that all of anybody is anything, and I just think that people look at white by subconsciously. We've always pedestalized white women to be the status symbol.
The flip-flopping on the monolith argument, the all argument, he keeps saying that all this, but not all this. If you can say not all people of anything or anything, then not all black men who like white women have self-hatred and pedestalize them and view them as some type of achievement in the game of life, despite the fact that you continue to say that. So you do believe that black men who date white women are a monolith. You view white women as a status symbol. And because you view your dark skin, your brown skin as some type of curse for some reason. I don't. I just like women of all types. But certain characteristics and stereotypes exist for a reason. Shout out to Ben Shapiro.
Most women are sluts when they go to college. They're fucking whores. And it's probably the white women are more married because they're simp white men, or they put up with sluts more than us black niggas do.
Okay,
Black
so
men put up with white sluts more also.
They don't marry. I'm talking about marriage. So the white people are married to the white people. So more white men are putting up with white sluts than black dudes
Listen,
are.
bro.
Quentin pointed out something that's true, not in its entirety, but in that all women are 304s. All of them engage in depraved sexual acts. But then Anton comes in with something stupid again and states that black men put up with 304 behavior more so from white women than black women. Where have you been? What are you ratchet black bitches are pregnant every day from niggas. Every day. Every single day. The behavior of a low IQ, YOLO mindset person is the same regardless. So niggas will fuck. Alright, here's the thing. And I hear this stereotype all the time. Black men only date fat white women. No. Black men date fat black bitches all the time. All the time. What are you talking about? You're lying. Every single day. Most black people are with black people and most white people are with white people. Every single day I see fat white women with white men. I see a lot of humongous fucking dank Demas built body bitches with niggas every single day to try to paint the narrative that all black men are more willing to accept undesirable behaviors or undesirable aesthetics from white women just because they're white, because they're supreme to us, is false. And you're showing your racism, sir, and you're showing your self-hatred for your skin tone. Don't think I don't see it.
Black men don't marry bust down black women, but they marry bust down white women. You have to look at it from a pedestalization perspective if that is the case.
yeah, I've seen it, because like in going back to LSU, the black girls who just even hung around football players and stuff like that were called all kind of names, sluts, hoes, whatever. But the white women who were known to get passed around, they didn't have, like, their reputation wasn't tarnished, so to speak. It was a fact, but they weren't talked down on like the black girls were, who may not have even been doing anything with these guys.
A lot of dumb things were said. A lot of low IQ talking points were said. A lot of logical fallacies, a lot of contradictions. A lot of false things were said. Hey, bro, unlike what this nigga Anton Daniels is trying to tell you, bro. Go with what you like. Don't let old niggas try to talk you off some fucking pee. Do not allow for your racial allegiance to be so paramount to your success in life, to your happiness, to what you find aesthetically pleasing, to pairing off with somebody that you like and who likes you a lot and respects you. Don't allow for that shit to stop you from being successful in life, my nigga. Fuck these niggas. Do what you want to do and stop being gay.